Hi everyone. Thanks for that introduction. But without wasting time, that introduction is well drafted, written by me only. But it is more like a facade. It's not the real introduction. So I'm going to try and give you my real introduction next 6-7 minutes. Then we'll try and jump on some learnings. So I failed in grade 3. I repeated grade 3. Then I failed in grade 7th. Then again I failed one more. And then eventually I became a chartered accountant. And eventually I became a lawyer. So that's the academic story of mine. But because I had a very bad academic background, failure in 3rd repeating, 7th grade repeating. So when I went with my CA foundation form to my parents, although my parents were doubting whether I'll be able to even apply for an exam, but they always motivated and encouraged me. And CA foundation, I cleared CA in first attempt. That's where it gave a confidence to my neighbors and to my surroundings, my parents, that I have arrived in academics. But that's my academic background. To start with my first profile, I am a failure in academics. By fluke, I have become chartered accountant. By fluke, I have become a lawyer. And I've also done an MBA postgraduate in marketing, PGD, BMA. So coming to what I do, how I started my professional journey. Post, I became chartered accountant. I know that Arthur Andersen was a big firm that time, then it dissolved. But that was a fashion. Every CA will at least apply to a big 4. So I also applied without knowing what I wanted to do. So I got into Ernst & Young. Ernst & Young bought Arthur Andersen that time. So I got my job in Ernst & Young, and that was number 1 tax service company, big 4. Even today it stands number 1 globally. So that was a job which was never to be missed. So I took the job. But genuinely, I did not know what I wanted to do in life. The only thing which I knew is I wanted to be a businessman. Because my grandfather was a businessman, my father was a businessman, I came from a business family, all my father's 8 brothers are into businesses, their own businesses. So only thing which I knew that I wanted to be a businessman, I want to start my business, that's it. So I joined EY. I was there for about 2.5 years. Hardcore technicals, making technical reports, doing tax studies, cross-border studies. I was into international tax in Ernst & Young. Hardcore technical. After 2.5 years, I realized that this is not I want to do, and I want to join a business. So what to do next? I thought I should do a job in sales and marketing. Because if I am an entrepreneur tomorrow, if I run a business, I should know what's the ground level reality of a sales and marketing guy, of a branding guy, of a HR guy, and eventually operations. So I went to market and floated my resume for sales and marketing profile. A guy, chartered accountant, LLB, ENY, I don't get a job. In Bombay, I don't get a job in sales and marketing. Fortunately, in one of my last interviews, and I was always losing hope of getting into sales and marketing because they would treat me as a fresher. The last interview was with Citibank, and the Citibank boss asked me in the interview, he also had these questions, why sales and marketing? But then he asked, what do you want to do in life? So I told him openly, I'm going to work here for 5 years. After 5 years, I'm going to start up my business. I don't know what now, but that's my eventual goal. I want to start a business. And I know why he still recruited me. After knowing that I'm not going to stick here for 10 years or long, he still recruited me. So that was one game changer that I got shifted my profile from hardcore technical EY tax consulting to sales and marketing. Immediately one day I was a tax consultant sitting in front of Accenture as my client. Next day I was on the road meeting clients doing sales and marketing. That's the shift which I took in life to eventual goal of doing a business. Then after 2.5 years in Citibank, I realized I think it's more than enough. I've learned sales and marketing. I know what to do. I used to handle a team of 30 in Citibank. And I thought, let me kick this and start a venture. So I started a consulting venture in Bombay. And I got my first contract of evaluating the valuation of a private limited company, the share valuation of a private limited company. So I executed that contract and I was happy. Chalo, business is started. And then I told my mom that business is started, was very good, but eventually I want to move out of Bombay. I was expecting my first kid that time, 2007. So I told eventually I want to move out of Bombay. I don't want to live in Bombay. It's too crowded and I will not get family time for kids. So my mom told them, don't start business here. You first move, then start the business. So I thought that's it, because she was very clear. If I start a business and after 5 years it's set up, I will never be able to leave Bombay. That's the way city is. So point taken. Then I thought I started evaluating which cities should I shift. And Coimbatore stood out. This I'm telling almost 2007. So even then, Coimbatore stood out with the 20 lakh population. Be it climate, health, education. These are the 5 parameters which I was analyzing: climate, health, education, infrastructure, and commercial value. A commercial value which Coimbatore gave at that time, 20 lakh population, no other city in the country gave. If you see water pumps manufacturing, auto ancillary manufacturing, textiles, IT, a 20 lakh population having so deep industries, no other city in India was that time. Even today, I think no other city with a 24 lakh population gives that advantage to us. So with that, I moved to Coimbatore. Now coming here, Pradeep's point, that I came to Coimbatore without knowing Tamil and with an aspiration to start a business. So what to do? The first thing I have to do is network, know people. So I went and joined every possible organization. TIE was formed that time and I was in the initial members, associate member of TIE. And I used to go on every event of TIE. Whoever is a speaker, I just used to go to meet people, to know people. I was part of Rotary, YI, CII, TIE, Humor Society, Freemason. Means you name it, I would be the member everywhere. That's the way I started networking in the city. And that gave me a lot of confidence to know the city. Now, today, through these organizations, maybe whosoever the city, I may be able to connect with either directly or through one contact. But everyone is contactable because this network which is built. But this was very essential to build a network, to go to a city. Like today, if you have to go to, say, Nasik, if a local Coimbatorite has to go to Nasik and set up a business, challenge, what you can think of, the same challenges I had that time. So the first thing I did is networking to get that advantage or overcome that challenge. Then again, networking helped. I went on one of my school reunion event and I met my school friends again. And 3 of us, 4 of us, 3 other than me, 3 had the same appetite of doing something on own and starting a business. And that's where we all came together and we started Alpha Capital on 1st Jan 2010. It's been 15 years now. And we've been doing good. We have 7 offices now. We manage about 8,000 crore of asset under advisory. We have one office in Dubai. So this is the way networking helped me in Coimbatore. In Coimbatore also, the second part networking helped me was the day I left my job. The people who knew me, in our business, it's very important. The first clients you crack only through personal network. The people who knew me, immediately when I met them that I've started this, the next day they became my clients. That's the power of networking. And what they look at you, you don't know what they look at you. Someone may think that you are smart. Some may think you have high ethics. Some may think it's their perspective. But networks may help like that. So that's my journey on professional. Now, it's been 7 minutes. Now I have 7 odd minutes more. So what are the learnings from this? Pradeep told we have to do a learning session on your journey. So I thought, yeah, let me also see what I've learned from my journey. So what 4 things which I can learn from my journey is: 1, if a failure, 3rd grade, 7th grade, one more failure, repeater can become a chartered accountant and a lawyer. I think you guys are privileged. Today there is no hindrance. If you have seen the movie Srikanth, a guy who doesn't have eyes goes to MIT and today is big. If you have not seen the movie Srikanth. So there is no restriction. If you think you can, you can. There is no restriction. So if I as a failure can come here and talk to you about my life journey, what is the restriction for you guys? You guys are fortunate. Go for a kill. Number 2, focus. I was always focused on one thing, which is businessman. I wanted to do business. But my focus was a little weak. I'll tell you why. My focus was not laser sharp. I just wanted to be a businessman. I don't think that's a focus we should have. If I had a laser sharp focus, I would knew that I want to do with businessman and I want to do something what I'm doing right now as a family office. So imagine like Sachin Tendulkar. At age 9 or age 10, his brother gifted him a bat and he got focus of being a cricketer, and 6 years down the line, he was facing Wasim Akram and Imran Khan. So if you have focus earlier, that's the best thing which you can have in life. I had focus quite late. Although focus was a macro businessman, but a laser sharp focus is required. Exactly, you should know 20 years down the line, what will you be doing? If you know that, you have made in life. Focus, laser sharp focus. 3rd thing, very, very important, networking. And guys, don't network with an interest of, raising capital from a friend. Don't network with an interest. Just know people, genuinely be happy. and try to learn from them. I always used to network with an hidden agenda of learning from them. And that's it. If you network without any hidden agenda, just open-mindedly learn from your network, period. Like example, when I started this business, immediately next day when I met people, large HNIs, ultra HNIs, they all became my clients. Somewhere or the other, that network helped, and they knew that I'm not coming with an hidden agenda. That's third. Fourth, I think it's extremely important learning which I have realized in my life, although it was not conscious, subconsciously, but I think anything which you do, you have to have extremely high ethical standards. And it's not only business, in life. And now if I rewind myself, when I was doing my articleship in CA, the ultra HNI people who were there in that firm, they all are my client today. Just imagine how many years back they knew me. But in that phase when we were together, people evaluate with you, people have some, whatever your values are there, that will be printed in their mind. So if I see a friend 20 years down the line after him, I will have that value that this guy is ethical, or this guy has some high transparency or a high honesty levels. So it's extremely important that whatever you're doing, you have to be highly ethical in your own personal life. It will translate in your business, it will translate into your network, and people will know what are your value standards. So these are 4 learnings which I think are from my journey. If you can think, you can do anything. There's no restriction. Focus, laser sharp focus, network, and high ethical standards. I have 3 minutes left. I want to leave you with another point, another tactic which I've used in my life always to achieve short-term goals. And it's called, I have framed it, it's called a 30-day challenge. Whatever you want to achieve in a short-term goal. Say, whenever I used it first when I was doing my CA final, and CA final, I want to clear CA final. That's the desperate thing. And 2 months into the room, not coming out, hardcore. So 30-day challenge. What's the 30-day challenge is? Whatever you want to achieve, dream about it. When you go to sleep in the night, dream about it consciously. It should not be a dream which comes in your deep sleep. You have to think about it while you are in the bed. So how I used to think. My CA exams are due final. CA exam topper is 800. 800 or 800, not topper. CA 100% is 800, 8 subjects, 100 into 8. So when I used to go dream, I used to think that I'm giving a CA exam, these papers, this is my desk, this is what I'm going to write. And the result comes, I get 800 on 800. Prime Minister calls me, and the first page of the newspaper is me and Prime Minister with a trophy. Dream big. But the challenge is that dream has to be taken 30 days in a row. If you're successful doing that, I can guarantee, it's my personal experience, I've done it throughout my life. My son is doing it. My son has topped the 10th grade. He's topped the 12th grade. He's got an admission in a US best college right now. So I can tell you, you have to dream for 30 days, and the dream has to be larger than life. Don't dream small. I dreamt 800. I got 456, 456 out of 800. Passing is 400, but my rank was 16th rank because the first rank got 506. 800 is impossible. The first rank is generally 500 and the passing is 400. But if I dreamt 800, I got 456. What if I would have dreamt 500 to get first rank? I'm sure I would have failed. So dream extraordinary, larger than life, 30 days continuous, you see the magic. I'll quickly, last 1 minute, I'll give you the formula behind this dream. The idea of doing this is to get that thought in your subconscious mind. Once that thought comes in your subconscious mind, you will achieve it. Because after it comes in your subconscious mind, when you get up in the morning, even if you brush, you're brushing like a topper. Even if you're walking, you go to your college, you're walking like a topper, because that is into your subconscious mind. Your every molecule of your body will support to achieve that. And I'm telling with confidence because it's my personal experience. So guys, have that much faith on me. This is my personal experience, 30-day challenge. Whatever is your goal short term, dream larger than life, and 30-day continuous. If you miss that dream after 10th day, 11th day, you miss the dream, again you have to start the 30-day cycle. Just dream 30 days and you will achieve what you want to do. That's over for me. I still have 20 seconds left. Profit. The Guru movie. Thank you guys. Any questions? I'm always available. Thank you.